It's interesting what you're describing and the way that you build menus. I actually, and we've never talked about this, but I do a very similar thing. And so for me, it comes from my music background
Yeah.
and probably your connection with music as well, is like, because I only do tasting menus, I don't write a bunch of songs. I write an album.
Yeah.
And my favorite albums are albums where the first song flows into the second song, into the third song, and there's outros into intros, and you start with fucking something huge, and then you go down, and then you've got, it was like, I read an interview when I was younger, because I was obsessed with AFI, and
I mean, it's one of my favorite bands.
yeah, it was my first tattoo. But I was obsessed with AFI, and I read this thing about, like, track 1 is like this, and it goes into track. So and you listen, you see all their albums, and be like, oh, it's always track 5, and it's always track 9, and it's all whatever.
Yeah.
It's been 30 years, so I can't remember anymore. But like, there was a method to the madness of like, you've got to have that big giant song as your closer, and you've got to start with something that's going to punch you right in the fucking face.
Yeah.
But it's track 3 or 6 that can kind of like, that can just sort of like give you a breath.